if they see it, fine them instantly. Make it 10 grand. Right. Well, I went to Tesco this morning for an egg and cress sandwich, free-range egg and cress sandwich. Well, my dad, he's in his 70s, and he's got diabetes.
Now let's return to the subject of magnet fishing and the dangers of magnet fishing in Norfolk. If you're not familiar with it, it's a hobby where people hunt for metal submerged in rivers using strong magnets. Breckland Council says the finds can be sharp or dangerous, and they've had reports of debris being left on the riverbanks. We spoke to Gordon Bambridge from Breckland Council earlier on in the programme. Let's catch up with somebody who is well known for their magnet fishing exploits. Matt Miller, one half of the Norfolk YouTube duo the Dippy Detectorists, based in Aylsham, and they make videos about all their magnet fishing finds. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. How you doing? All right?
Yeah, always good to talk to you. Gordon Bambridge from Breckland Council was on, and he described it as a strange hobby. He said it with a smile on his face. He wasn't being mean. But what is the attraction of metal fishing, magnet fishing as a hobby?
Well, I'd say the attraction, you never really know what you're going to find. That's a curiosity factor for us. You're never going to get rich off what you find out of the river unless you find a safe which is full of money. We've been doing it for 2 years. We've not found any money apart from a couple of 2p's and 1p's. That's just a curiosity factor mixed in with cleaning the rivers. If you walked along the riverbed, I would imagine you'd cut your feet, cut your everythings, because people are just chucking their junk in the river and no one's cleaning it out. So they're basically leaving it to us magnet fishermen to do it.
You are doing a certain, and that was acknowledged by Breckland Council, absolutely, cleaning the rivers when other people aren't. But it's what happens then once you've fished this stuff out. There are some who do it as a hobby who don't dispose of it properly, and that's an issue, isn't it?
Oh, most definitely. Me and Leggett, we're so against the people who leave the metal on the side. What they should have is officers walking up and down the riverside, seeing these magnet fishermen and asking them, say, "Excuse me, sir, have you got a van?" And if they haven't got a van, you know they're not taking it home, because they will never put that stinky metal in the back of their car and take it to the tip. When we went on tour, me and Leggett, we went up to Lincoln, we picked 700 kilos of metal out of the river and we put it in the back of the van. That smelt like a fishmonger's place that had been left for 2 years. No one is ever going to put that in their car. They need a van to take their stuff away, because when it's on the side of the road, that gets ever so dangerous for people. And basically, you're littering the side of the road, you're taking the metal out of the river and chucking it on the side. That's even worse than leaving it in the river.
Well, and that's it. And it sort of gives the hobby a bad name then, doesn't it, when people see people doing that?
Don't it just? There should be heavy fines, over £1,000 at least. If you see someone leave it on the side, fine them £1,000 instantly, make them pay up. Have someone walk around with a chip and pin, and if they see it, fine them instantly. Make it 10 grand. We hate it.
Yeah, well, that you're even stronger than Breckland Council on it, Matt, which is good to hear. You have dragged up some weird things over the years, though, haven't you?
Oh yeah, guns, safes. We had a jewellery box when we went to Lincoln, but that was imitation jewellery. But the main thing we found, which got us in the EDP, was the sawn-off shotgun that we found down by Toys R Us. There was nothing dangerous about it when we pulled it out. That was, rusted through. God knows how old it was. But yeah, that was quite a curious find. But we've never come across any danger when it comes to magnet fishing. When it comes to the health and safety side of it, we're all adults. We think that should be a personal choice whether you go magnet fishing or not. The danger comes to others when you're leaving it on the side of the riverbank and people can trip over it. You're littering for the wildlife and so on. But we think when it comes to magnet fishing, that should be a personal choice. If you want, if you're on a boat, on a rowboat, that's dangerous as well. If you want us to wear life jackets and a hard hat, we can do that when we magnet fish. We don't mind. We look a bit daft, me and Leggett.
And to finish with, you and Leggett, last time we spoke, of course, the social distancing and everything meant you couldn't go out and do this together. What's the situation now?
Oh, it's a nightmare, Chris. We ain't made a video in ages. Well, my dad, he's in his 70s. And he's got diabetes, and he's at risk. Leggett's girlfriend works in a hospital, and I think if I meet up with Leggett and Leggett's got the symptom, and then I go and see my dad at his house later on, I'm just going to wipe my dad out. So me and Leggett, we ain't seen each other for about 6 months, just because we're trying to keep our family safe. We call each other most days just for a bit of banter back and forth, as you do. But yeah, this Corona business, that's not great. Well, I went to Tesco this morning for an egg and cress sandwich, free-range egg and cress sandwich. That was heaving in there. I don't know if you had something on your show this morning about that, but people are going mad in the shops. I only went in there for a sandwich. I wasn't going for a panic buy like everyone else is, but to hell, that really is heaving in there, Chris.
Matt, Merry Christmas. Lovely to talk to you. Always good fun. One half of the Dippy Detectorists based in Aylsham. There's your warning there. COVID Marshal, Christmas Marshal in the other room. About how busy the supermarkets are.
Wow.
Even if you want an egg and cress sandwich, you'll have to queue for it.
Love talking to the Dippy Detectorists.
It's always good, isn't it?
Always good value.
And absolutely right. Talking about the hobby they love doing and just saying, we don't leave the stuff on the side, and other people shouldn't as well.
Yeah,
in fact,
absolutely.
they even stronger than the council.
Yeah.
He's saying 10 grand fines for people who leave the stuff on the side. Always good to catch up with them, and it'll be an emotional moment, won't it, when they can get out together and start making their videos again. And hopefully, in the not too distant future, we can be across that with them. Thanks to Matt Miller, and hope he and all the rest of the Dippy Detectorists and their families have a good Christmas.